At this point, my foundation should be dry enough to apply the blush. But there are going to be two things I'm going to kind of be toggling back and forth between, and that is my foundation drying and applying my eyeliner. I'm going to be using Garnet to make my eyeliner, and I'm also going to be using Garnet to define my eyebrows. I don't mean draw my eyebrows, I mean define my eyebrows. I am not in the camp of big, thick eyebrows are beauty. That's not my camp. And there are some women, oh my gosh, that looks stunning on it. Just brings out their features and it really helps it accentuate things. I happen to not be one of those people. I'm one of those people where less is more. I don't know how much of it is associated with the fact that I am very fair complected. I have light eyes, I have red hair, but this really fair skin. So I don't know, but I can just tell you, thick eyebrows and me aren't a go. I have taken a little bit of the Garnet. And speaking of how versatile this is, I used Garnet up here to do shadowing. I used Garnet here to shadow. I used it along my jawline to shadow. And I used it to kind of elongate and slim my nose down. So now I'm taking the Garnet and I'm going to be using it as eye color and also on my eyelids or eyeliner, and then also to suggest my eyebrow. When I say just a little bit, I am taking just the wand and swiping a little bit off, okay? I have to use a mirror with this because it's just too precise. This is a great brush. It's very thin and it's also angled. I love angled brushes. I just, I can get a better overall look with them. I come as close as I can to my eyelashes. And make that eyeliner. See that? Very little. Then I go to the other one. I don't need any more Garnet. As close as I can to the eyelash to make an eyeliner. Okay. While the eyeliner dries, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to go back to my cheeks. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that brush without adding additional product to it. But I'm going to let it dry a little bit more because I don't want too harsh of an application. Okay, I'm going to make some blush. I have taken a dab of Pearlizer, and I'm wearing Bella on my lips today. And I'm going to take Bella off the wand and roll it onto that cap. To make my blush. I'm going to mix it up. Makes a really yummy, like mauve-y color. Smile. Told you all before, I like this brush for applying my blush. I like that angle. See that line? Come along that line. Up on your apple. Just a little bit. Ooh, baby. See that? Voila. I like color to my face. There's like a thing of, you know, oh, no color. Dark eyes, bright lips, no color to your face. I, again, am not in that camp. Smile. See that line that I'm hitting? To me, color in the face is youthful. And at nearly 40, youthful is the goal. All right, I'm gonna take the back of that brush, which has nothing on it, and I'm just gonna dab. Just to soften those edges a little bit, I'm going around that blush. Just go around it. See that? Just soften those edges. If you want more color in your face, carry on. I just want enough. Okay, that's that. All this jazz needs to dry. Now, let's go back to the eyes. That brush that I have angled with that garnet on it, we're gonna go into my eyebrow now. What I am not doing is drawing my eyebrow. What I am not doing is coloring it in. What I am doing is I'm taking that edge, which has that garnet that is very dry at this point, and I'm gonna just touch the outside of my lashes, my eyebrow, I mean. See that? Remember when you were a kid? When you learned that the trick to coloring beautifully was outlining first? I feel like that's the success to a beautiful brow, is you outline. I'm not drawing it. I'm outlining it. I did not color it in, but do you see the difference? Subtle, totally subtle. I just outlined it in the direction and the shape that I would love to have a natural eyebrow, but I don't. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. You already saw me brush it up with my very technical, beautiful toothbrush. You know, one of those toothbrushes that your kids go through and you send it through the dishwasher, you know, a few dozen times. And you're like, what do I do with it? Clean the sink? Oh no, throw it in the beauty box. Throw it in the beauty box. Just like everything else, my brows are not symmetric. But I'm going to suggest them like this to make it appear as though they more so are. I'm going to continue letting those dry. Okay, same brush, go back to your eyeliner. We're gonna take this, and I don't want a hard line. Some people do, some people like that. It's very like old Hollywood-esque, 1950s, 1960s. I don't want that look. I'm going to want a softer look. So I'm gonna put no more product on this brush, and I'm gonna take that line, and I'm gonna very, oh so easily, I'm going to tease it up. See that? Can you see the difference? It's subtle, but it makes for a warmer eye. See that? I personally like that. And with the color combination that I have, the candlelight back here, it's blending that out. And it's making the lid tone a different color, a bit of a different color, while leaving the distinct line of the eyeliner in place. Do you see that? Okay, move over to the next one, do the same thing. Be kind to your skin, crew. Use skincare that is kind to your skin and that helps promote healthy skin. But also, as you're using your tools, use them in a way that is kind also. Don't do a lot of pulling, harsh pulling. I am literally just feathering this up. It's almost like I'm picking it up and just like, I just can't, I mean, it's like I mean, it's just very, it's very light. I just like that. Okay. This is a little thinner than I wanted because I like this eye better. No big deal. I barely use any garnet in the first place. Took just a little bit. Let me go back in over here. Got a great initial line started. Went back on it. And there we go. I'm pretty pleased with that, I personally. Okay, so we're gonna let that be. Last but not least, I'm taking a dry brush that, I don't know when I last washed this, honestly. I very rarely use like a powder to set, not with this makeup. So this is basically a clean brush with nothing on it. And I'm just gonna buff around. If there are any hard lines, this is going to subtly buff those out. Something I realized I didn't do was this right here. Traditionally, I would highlight through there, and for some reason I didn't. Oh, so little, oh, so little. I'm going to take that brush that I did some blending earlier with. It just kind of opens that up a bit. I like to put my my foundation on after I have my lipstick on, because for my face, whatever lipstick I use really dominates the color scheme for the day. If I'm not careful, I can totally overdo it in color. That's I've never been dark complected, so I don't know if that's the case with people who are tan naturally and dark complected, but this person who is very white can easily be overpowered with color. I'm going to put my mascara on and then show you the final look.